Hello everyone and welcome to Starcraft Weekly. I am your host, Solid aka Josh, and this is the show where we talk all about the Starcraft esports scene. Now, we're back, and God, a lot has happened. I know I'm not going to go over all of it, I'm just physically can't. I'm going to cover the playoffs in EU, NA and Korea. And, you know, some of them may be a bit disappointing for some of you, but all the games were brilliant, and I can't go into all of them as in depth as I would like to. But it doesn't matter, because I'm going to talk about some of my favourites. Going into the NA, we had Jaedong versus Jim, Scarlet versus Alive, Tasia versus Marzed, whatever you want to say, and Polt versus Oz. Now, there are a lot of favourites going into this. Of course, we had Jaedong, who's just Jaedong. I mean, everyone loves Jaedong, right? Scarlet, who is one of the few NA who actually made it through. Tasia, another NA, who's been performing brilliantly recently. And then Polt. And unsurprisingly, those three were the ones to go through. We had Jaedong beat Jim 3-2. Scarlet 3-0 Alive in a brilliant series. I mean, Scarlet just flat out outplayed Alive. I mean, don't get me wrong, Alive is a brilliant player, but Scarlet had him beat on every level. Tasia 3-1'd Marzed, and then Polt, unsurprisingly in my opinion, 3-0'd Oz. But this is where it gets interesting. We only had Scarlet there as an American, and unfortunately she did get beat 3-2 by Jaedong in a brilliant series. It went on longer than I had expected. I really had expected Jaedong to just sweep the series, but Scarlet did put up a very good fight with some interesting games. And then also Tasia getting beat 2-3 by Polt, which meant we had Jaedong, Polt in the finals. Zerg, Protoss. Interesting matchup. Not really, I hate Zerg as Protoss. But anyway, this was extremely one-sided in Polt's favour. Polt won 4-0 against Jaedong. Jaedong suffered at the hands of Polt, and he just got flat outplayed. Polt was on the best I personally have ever seen him, if not the best he's ever been. We've really got to watch out at Worlds for Polt. Now, going into EU, we didn't have a lot of European players, really. I mean, Hasselhoff's, EU, and Grubby, I think. And Naniwa, obviously, sorry. But that was it. And all of them, apart from Grubby, got knocked out by Korean players at the the quarter-finals, the start of the playoffs. We had MMA take out Hasselhoff's 3-1. MC take out Wilmu, which was a Korean versus Korean match, but, you've got to talk about it. 3-0, which was very well played on MC's part. Naniwa lost 1-3 to Duck, and then Vortex actually getting beaten by Grubby, so being Grubby the only one in the semi-finals who was actually European, and Grubby beat him 3-1. MMA, who proved extremely well against Hasselhoff's, beating him 3-1, then got 3-1 himself by MC, and that means that MC secured himself a place in the finals for EU. Duck then beat Grubby 3-2, the only last EU, which means that we had another Korean versus Korean final, just like in NA. Then Duck 4-3'd MC in one of the closest series we've had for a very long time. Both of them played extremely well. Both of them deserved to be there, even if it was not where they belonged, in my opinion. They both played brilliantly. Now, over to Korea, we had just Koreans. Obviously, I mean, what foreigner would even think about going in a Korean league? Because you'd get slaughtered. Maru 3-1'd personal favourite Symbol, which was really sad, but Symbol put one brilliant game out, but Maru just performing brilliantly. Solkay got 0-3'd by Innovation proving that he really is one of the best Terrans. Rain 3-2'd Supernova, and Bomber 3-0'd First. A lot of very one-sided games in those playoffs, but that's just the way it normally goes. It whittles out the slightly weaker players for the top-tier players to play in the semi-finals. And now, this is an interesting game. Innovation, considered one of the best errands. Got cheesed in the first 2 games by Morrow. Kind of cheesed. Third game, it was a cheese-ish into a natural play. And then 4th game, it was just a flat-out normal play. And Morrow won all 4 of those games. So 4-0'd Innovation. Flat-out outplaying him with all the strategies he could. And very, very, very well done to him. He deserved his place in the finals. Rain, 4-1 Bomber. Wasn't a big surprise for a lot of people, but it was a brilliantly well played series, so I have to hand it to both of them. Then we ended up with Rain versus Morrow. And Morrow, after 4-0ing Innovation, 4-2'd Rain in the finals to take first place in Korea. Very well done to him. The way he played, taking down Symbol, Innovation, then Rain, he definitely deserved his spot. It took him a long time to get there, and I take my hat off to him after he played so well. So, that is all. I will come back and cover Season 3 as that starts next week. And, until then, I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.